This video is sponsored by Fully. Be sure to stick around to the end of this video for more information. Ever wanted to spend a ton of money on a product that you pee on and track your urine levels? Yeah, me either. Maybe you want to game on a giant 57-inch curved monitor, or have your face plastered all over your own fridge. That's right, everyone. You guessed it. It's time for CES, as CES 2023 is back in full force with day one, kicking off with a lot of Samsung monitors and TVs and other home appliances being revealed, as well as CES Unveiled 2023. But before we get into all of the cool and weird tech from day one, be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss the rest of the content that's coming from me here on the showroom floors over the course of the week. And follow me over on Twitter or Instagram for other behind-the-scenes stuff. So let's start with CES Unveiled, which, I'll be honest, this show is usually one of the more underwhelming parts of night one, and so there really wasn't a whole lot of stuff that caught my attention, aside from a few things like this backpack from the folks over at Hyper with its new HyperPack Pro tech backpack that was literally designed to carry all of your tech, and specifically your Apple products. Not only is there Find My integration directly built in here with this sensor at the top, so that you can track your backpack's whereabouts if you were to lose it via the Find My app, but the sheer amount of compartments is staggering. You can incorporate a giant 25,000 milliamp hour battery to charge all of your items and route the cables so that it fits perfectly in here and charge everything while on the go. There's a spot to charge your iPhone, and it even showcases a MagSafe cable that fits perfectly in this little compartment, a spot for your AirPods, a 16-inch MacBook Pro compartment, iPad Pro. You can put pretty much anything in here, and there are tons of compartments and features, and we'll be going over this in a full video very, very soon. So again, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss that. Nanoleaf was debuting its new Sense Plus controls, which are Thread and Matter compatible, and also work with Nanoleaf's automation assistant that can learn each user's lighting preferences and then create custom, personalized automations based off of your own use case. The product will suggest turning lights on or off, make color adjustments and brightness adjustments, and more based again off of your usage. One of the more interesting things coming from Nanoleaf later this year is this new 4D TV smarter kit that includes a Matter-compatible light strip and this screen mirror camera that you can see here, which will detect the colors and lights that are on your TV and then match the accompanying light strip, as well as other Nanoleaf products like tiles and bulbs, and match those colors to what's being displayed on your TV. And then we start getting into some of the more interesting items, like this pen from a company called Nuwa, I believe that's how you pronounce the name. It's a pen that converts your notes into digital text, which really doesn't sound that crazy and has been something that's been around for a while, but what is intriguing is that this works on any paper or really anywhere you happen to be writing, and then sends all of that information over to your devices, which is kind of nice, and you can check it out all on the app. Usually these products require some sort of special pen and paper, but this just has all of the tech built into the pen. Then there's the No Watch, which is exactly what you're thinking. It's a watch, but it's also not a watch. It does track all of your fitness and health metrics like most wearables, and this one is primarily centered around restoring your balance and well-being. So what's crazy is that it can apparently detect when you might be getting stressed or anxious an hour before you might actually feel stressed or anxious by measuring your cognitive ability and using sweat gland analysis to detect all of this, which sounds intriguing. Obviously, I couldn't test it. And yeah, I mean, it looks like a watch, but then on the watch face, you can customize with all these little random colors and, change it depending on your outfit and your mood or whatever it might be. And I would just prefer maybe just the basic time and date. It doesn't have to be smart, but I get it. It's a no watch. Then there's the U-Scan from Withings, which is the first hands-free connected home urine lab, and thank goodness that it's hands-free because, well, you stick this thing in your toilet, and every time you go to the bathroom, you'll get a reading right to your smartphone, measuring data like water balance, acid-base balance, and even ovulation tracking. After CES Unveiled, we headed on over to Samsung's First Look, which is where we get a look at all of the intriguing items that Samsung will be releasing over the course of 2023. And one of the first things that caught my attention is this monitor that will aim to compete with Apple's Studio Display. And this is the new Viewfinity S9 that comes in at 27 inches and a 5K configuration. Samsung's Viewfinity S9 will feature a 5120 by 2880 display, and its wide color gamut will cover 99% of the DCI P3 spectrum, while HDR 600 support improves shadows and highlights. There are 4 USB-C/Thunderbolt 4 ports on the back here, and you also, at the top, get a spot for that slim fit magnetic 4K camera. It does look really good to me here in person. I'm not sure exactly how well it competes against the studio display, but in my first impressions, it looks pretty nice, and I think it's going to do a good job. And it also looks like a studio display, not only in quality for the display, but in the design. Then we have this mammoth new monitor from Samsung called the Odyssey Neo G9, which is 57 inches, 32:9, super ultra-wide monitor with a resolution of 7680 by 2160 and a 240 Hz response rate. It offers DisplayPort 2.1 and is just a massive monitor to game on, but was also, as you can imagine, incredibly immersive because it just feels like it's wrapping all around you. The monitor that really caught my attention was the Odyssey OLED G9, which is a 49-inch monitor and curved, but also, as the name suggests, it's an OLED monitor with a 0.1 millisecond response time and a 240 Hz response rate. This thing was really nice to look at in person. The colors were bright and vivid, and having that OLED panel will deepen the blacks and make everything just look like it's popping off the screen. And Fortnite is a great example of this because of how colorful the game is, and yeah, it just looked really, really good in person. Samsung started to dive more into the OLED world lately, not only with its monitors, but also with its giant set of OLED TVs, some of which are just incredibly thin, and then you have the micro LED TVs being showcased that are incredibly large. And there's also the update to the popular Frame TV, which now comes with a matte display, and this new stand that can be purchased separately and rotate compatible Samsung TVs in various sizes to a vertical position to display vertical content. And there's also a non-rotating stand that is technically a VESA mount, so don't tell anyone, but you can probably put other TV brands on this stand as well. But the rotating stand is what caught my attention, because if you have a other Samsung compatible TV, you don't have to go out and buy the specific Samsung Sero TV that rotated, but you could put your existing one on the stand and rotate it vertically if you want to. Samsung is also starting to include a Philips Hue hub into some of these monitors so that it can color match and change based off of what's going on your monitor, which wasn't existing products by Philips, but also is now built into some Samsung monitors coming in 2023 and later, which will be pretty cool. And finally, if you've ever wanted to customize your fridge, you can do that with the new bespoke fridges that have a customizable front panel with some interesting design options, or the ability to customize them yourself with maybe giant photos of you and your friends, because who doesn't want to see yourself on the fridge every morning when you wake up? And that about wraps up CES Day 1. The main showroom floor opens up on Thursday, but there will be some more things happening throughout the week, so again, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss those videos.
Before we end today's video, I do want to give you more information about today's sponsor, Fully. Fully is a fantastic company that makes and sells furniture that is not only beautiful, but well built and designed to create a healthy, supportive workplace where everyone can feel and do their best. Fully offers a stunning array of sit-stand desks, like my personal favorite and classic, the Jarvis desk, that looks incredible with a bamboo top. Of course, it is height adjustable and programmable, but there are also other sit-stand desks like this unique four-legged Nolan desk. I've actually never seen a sit-stand desk quite like this before. Fully doesn't even stop there. They offer incredibly comfortable desk chairs, some from even really popular brands like Herman Miller. There are couches available for lounging around, and my personal favorite, this Colby bamboo shelving unit that you've definitely seen in the background of all of my videos for well over a year now, because I've been using Fully stuff for so long, and we are super happy to be partnering with them on an upcoming new studio project. So make sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss that video, and also visit the link in the description down below for more information on all of the great furniture that Fully has to offer.